Hey, how are you? I'm SliceofOtaku, and one of the coolest things about the Steven Universe episode, A Single Pale Rose, was the opportunity to venture into Pearl's gem. Now, this was really incredible and almost surreal because we've seen Pearl take a plethora of items out of her gem across the entirety of the series, and we now know what it looks like within. And even more so, we now know that even further below this level lies the unfiltered memories of a gem. Which got me thinking as to how this may apply to other characters in the series, because by no means have we seen any other gem store and compartmentalize items within their gem to the same extent as Pearl, but that may simply be due to her very nature as a Pearl. Her former role on Homeworld was that of a servant, so holding onto and storing that which Pink Diamond so desired would have been a part of her role, which is why she so frequently utilizes this. But considering what we briefly witnessed with the categorizing Pearl, gem weapons are stored within a gem's gem like any other item. And now, these gem weapons are certainly not forged externally and then stored. It's more like gem weapons are coded in internally in surplus and removed at one's convenience. It's sort of like gem reformation, but to a far lesser and far more readily available extent. And if this is in fact the case, then just about every gem that has been seen manifesting weapons likely has the potential for their memories to be explored to the same extent as Pearl, which is massive. And this very much makes sense to me as it aligns with what we know of gems who don't manifest traditional weapons as well. Sapphire is one such gem. She emits ice from her body but has no traditional weapon coming from her actual gemstone, which, when you think about it, is completely logical. Because if one were to venture within the memories of such a gem, it would be more than overwhelming. There would not only be the past to sift through, but also the future and the infinite routes it may take. Sapphire can very much take the full brunt of this reality, but the fact of the matter is that she was made for this purpose. It is within her design to do so, whereas other gems would likely drown in the sea of possibilities. Then there's Lapis Lazuli, who also doesn't manifest a traditional weapon from her gem. Now, the memories of Lapis were very important to Homeworld, and as such, they embedded her within the mirror as a way to access them. Had she been like many other gems, such a thing would be unnecessary, as it could swiftly deduce her innocence. But unfortunately for her, that is not the case. Also, Garnet has taken an item from within her gem before, likely harnessing the ability from Ruby, which starts to further corroborate our thinking. Now, with all of this in mind, I'm sure that many of us are thinking about Steven, as he is capable of manifesting shields from his gem. So theoretically, could he see his mother and or access her memories? Now, this is innately tricky because for one, considering Pearl couldn't venture within her own gem as well, I doubt Steven could. And maybe he'd be able to send others within his gem, but one of the laws of the narrative is that Steven is present in some capacity. And so although technically this contemplation could work, it is a bit unlikely. But don't be discouraged because in all honesty, Steven has been exploring the memories embedded in his gem for quite some time now, but by means of his dream abilities. Certainly going into his gem would be far more straightforward, but we of course know by now that things are never that easy. When it comes to exploring the memories of his mother, we'll most likely just have to wait for his dream abilities to mature and maybe be akin to lucid dreaming. And I mean, at that point, we're pretty much just pulling an Avatar The Last Airbender, which I am totally down for. Guys, let me know what you think about all this. Do you agree or disagree? And if you could have us explore the memories of any gem we have seen materialize a traditional weapon, who would it be and why? Also, do you think that this could add weight to one of my earliest theories regarding corruption? That by going within a gem's memories, Steven would have the potential to cure them? For me, because not all gems manifest weapons, I'm not entirely sold, but hey. Thank you all so much for watching and have an awesome day. I love you. You think